Okay. Alright. I know. Oh, I should charge that. I now have a bit more of a plan. Alright. Here we go. Me. Okay. I have a plan. I hate how big those rifts are getting. Oh, okay. What's that noise? Oh, wait. This was the bad time to... What the fuck? Why was it not letting me through? The hell? That was unfair. Why was that happening? Like, oh my god, and it's a short cycle too. Ah, fuck. No. Oh, right, you're a salamander. Ooh, wait. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Don't mind me almost dying. Okay. God. Holy shit. I'm watching it storm until I can't anymore outside right now. Nice. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. No, wait. I feel like I can make that. Hmm. Oh boy. I've probably made a grave mistake. I am amazing. How much time? Oh, I didn't like that sound. I really do not like those noises. Uh-oh. I can't enter through this way, apparently. Presence already binds this place. I'm aware. Just get me out of here. Stormy coast. I didn't get to bring any of my stuff with me. Alright. I'm at Stormy Coast. Which I do have a thing here. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that area if I am unable to actually reach the thing I need to reach. I could have gone down, I guess. Alright, that could have worked, because then I would have been able to reach that side. Alright, but anyways, fuck that place. Stormy Coast. I found where I am. A23. Okay, up there. Which leads to signal spires. Stormy coast. Its geometry mainly consists of shipping containers as well as remains of a shipping dock with a titular thunderstorm ravaging across the entirety of the region. Additionally, it bears a unique hazard where lightning can strike particular spots or creatures within a room. Oh, fun. Oh, fun. So I can just randomly die. Alright. Left will take me to a much faster shelter. Get me out of here. Look, fuck you. Oh my god. Oh my god. Don't ask me how I survived that, because I don't know either. Why do I want to head here? Oops. I'm gonna go sleep with the drugs. Hell's here. Well, I hope it doesn't stay for too long. As a reminder, we are on our 7th ripple. Yeah, if you wanted to know that. Okay. So, we're at ripple 7. We need ripple 9 to get one of the endings. But we can get a maximum of 12. However, there's 2 more spinning top locations that that you can reach that could give you ripple, but if you're already at 12, there's 14 of them. You can get a max of 12 ripple from them, and you only need 9, and we're at 7. Can you tell I'm having fun with this levitation thingy? Why is the threat music still here? I'm gonna assume that he's dead. I might not live. I'm somehow living. May go quiet due to turning on the news just in case. Yeah, that's completely fair. I hope everything will be alright. They're gonna be at the top of this thing, aren't they? Hello. Well. Well. It has been numerous cycles. And yet here you are. You follow again. I kind of missed the lightning. It is not normal. Oh, there's the light. I am very likable, though. Whoa. Take me in quickly. Alright. Watching so hard right now. Alright, we've gotten our 8th fucking ripple. Oh, I see. Okay, that would make sense. So, if the maximum is above 5 and you find spinning top again, the minimum will also increase by 1. So, we're at 8. So our minimum should be 4. Anyways, that's Stormy Coast off the list. And we're going to Signal Spires, which we do have another encounter here. FO3. Okay, it is at the very goddamn top, and it brings me to Shattered Terrace. Which... okay, that would actually work out. Honestly, if I wanted to see the ending afterwards. It brings me down here. That was beautiful. I don't like how weird that looks down there. Hee. Is that a strawberry lizard? And that was a dropwig that I just saw. Tall communication towers, hanging platforms, and bridges. Alright. There's a new creature. I hope it's friendly. It's probably not going to be, though. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Strawberry and pink palace, maybe. More likely than you know. Yeah. Oh, it's just in here. Yep. Thank God I was still in camouflage. Oh, yo. Honestly, when I was reading up about that levitate power, I thought it was that as long as I was in my camouflage state that I would be able to float around. But no, it's just when you hold it. Which is an interesting way to make that mechanic, I have to say. Creature design choices really have us for this next creature you gave red centipedes, spider stun maggots. Oh no. It can stun you from afar so that I can zap you real close. Well, since we're, I guess, reaching the ability to achieve the first ending, that does mean I need to figure out the other ending, because I don't really know how to infect things. Like, I'm not fully sure on that kind of mechanic, because that's literally all I know about how to get that other ending, is that you're supposed to infect all possible regions. I might be wrong though, but that's the little bit that I was willing to try and figure out there without trying to spoil everything. Oh no. Oh no. Plague rat ending. So I just took a glance at the map, and you want to know what I saw? I saw bridges that basically led fucking nowhere. You okay, Grandpa Worm? Blah 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 blah. Nope, nope. I'll leave him be. Quickly. Vulture. Oh yeah, being able to disguise myself would actually be really good for dealing with these guys. It didn't give me as much trouble as I was expecting it to. It's an interesting thread theme. I like it. Okay, so the reason why I was saying with the destroyed bridges and stuff is because that means that the sky whale is essentially another reindeer. Pain deer. Oh no. Ooh, okay. Well, I'm glad that worked out for me. Ooh. Okay, good. I could get a karma flower up there if I so desired. I do have some time. I don't like how big that thing is. I don't like how big that thing is. I don't like it. Get it away from me. I hate everything. I didn't know that I wasn't able to make that. Oh my god. Bug and koi pond. I guess that it would be. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, there's a bar here. Fuck. I'm sick. Hydrogen scavs versus coughing lizard. Ooh, that's a beautiful looking tree. Go over here. Whoa, okay. Oh. Go, 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 go. Okay. Whew. It's a beautiful, like, sun back there. Wait. Go. Whew. Hey. Where are you going? Spinning top a skyward, second signal spire. Well, here I come with the maybe fifth one. Ooh. Oh my god, are those different styled iterator cans? They're like the pyramids. It's like the Aztecs of the compared to the ones that we know. Thank you, kind sirs or madams. Alright. That was actually a fun little ride. I liked that. And the music was a nice touch too. I'm glad the skywheels are not murderous. That would suck. Oh, I love the little scale things on their back. Chimney Spire's echo moment. Tiny shelter. That was a pretty tiny shelter, wasn't it? I really do like the idea that those things in the background might be different iterator CADs. No, watch out, this isn't shelter. That's a garbage compactor. Dupio. Hey, as long as it's not that rotten-fasted shelter that killed me on the stream too, I'm fine with it, honestly. Saint, shut off all trash compactors, or whatever the quote was. I haven't seen that movie in a while. Oh, it is my shadow. I have been watching you. It is nice to have a companion after all this time. For so long I have drifted, lost, dispersed in the multitudes of the waves and the ripples. But following your thread brings me closer, perhaps, to how I was. We have reached it. It's Ripple 9. We did it. Okay. Shattered Terrace is characterized by towering machinery raised high in a frosty, etheric atmosphere with floating rocks in the background. Relatively less dangerous enemies than other regions in the Launcher campaign, which is telling if it includes dropwigs and big spiders. Well, I mean, I guess those aren't the most dangerous ones. But, dropwigs, I mean, really. After entering the area, the map shows what regions have undiscovered echolocations. Interesting. Alright. Well, I have the room destination that I need to reach. Which I guess it's really the only one that has like a warp of any kind. Yeah, that was me in motherfucking purple shelter. Yeah. Fuck that shelter. I did get the cold storage echo though, so that's good. Shattered Terrace. Okay. Let's not make any dumb mistakes. Ah, yes, demonic whispering, my favorite. So, here the boy Signal Spires needs more locusts. No! Fuck those locusts. Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay. Hey, fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah, that's what you deserve. Watching the Benadryl demons. Benadryl demons. I don't think I've heard of that before. Benadryl doesn't actually have that much of an effect on me anyway, so I guess I'm immune to the Benademons. Oh, fun. What is that down there? Take me over the ledge. Yo, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. Oh my god. Why don't you chug 4 Benadryls? Oh wow, that does actually kind of make it sound like they're on drugs. Yo, anyone else able to fly right now? Oh god, what's that? Whew. Get away from me, you demons! Ooh. Yeah, I'm glad I dodged that. It was right there too. Okay. Now one more room. And I've lost my spear again because I can't take it into the ripple space. Where am I? Over here. I don't understand what the weird ripple effect is doing on some of these platforms. Also, is this like salt wind? Okay. Oh, there's a shelter here. In case I wanted it. Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. Just in fucking case. Ooh. Comfy. It's like a little stuck cat dog with the watcher hospitalized in a coma. We're not sure they'll ever wake up. Oh no. Oh. Don't do that, I'm trying to shelter man. What the? What? Wait. Dream? What? Is this a dream? Oh no. Wait. Wait. Wait a minute, what? Was that like the ending thing in the Void Sea, but the thing exploded, or was that in? Was that just actually the stuff that was happening, and that their family really did explode, or whatever just fucking happened there? Hello? Alright. There you are. Oh, yes, here you are. So tenacious, even amongst this flotsam and jetsam. These mindless swimmers and floaters. Look, do you see? A big one just ate a little one. Oh. Good, one less stinging idiot. Oh, they prick at me so. What the fuck? Ooh. I don't even know where we are right now. Map plan. Say the line, Watcher Jack. Oh, I hate that. No. That was the most unsettling dark alley I've seen. What the fuck? Whoa, what the fuck? What are those? Little mice? Oh, there is where I was. Okay. Normal day in Chicago. Yep. I wouldn't know. I don't live in Chicago, but seems plausible. Karma flower. Interesting. Okay. So, not really many dangerous enemies here, judging from the wiki, which is a good sign. Oh boy, sewage. Oh, that startled me a bit. Went there for a few months, stinking wildly humid in the summer. Oh. Yum, yum, yum. There's a little baby moth. The fact that those gates are so large, like, well, I guess the echoes are a bit bigger than you, anyways. The Room of Fan. So you made my passport wrinkled. Ooh, I didn't know they. Well, I guess that would make sense. Yummy, yummy rats. Yep, rat stew. Yummy rat stew. Don't ask what it does to you. It's yummy rat stew. Oh. Interesting. Hehe. Is there like a karma there? What? There is a karma gate down there. I was like, I have been seeing just like silhouettes of these that. Wait, no, it's not a karma gate. It's one of these fucking things from Outer Expanse. Sure, authentic Chicago cuisine. Yeah. There's a webcomic called 8-Bit Theater. Old Art Shelter. Yep. But 8-Bit Theater, if you don't know it, it is a sprite comic using the old Final Fantasy graphics and stuff. So the four main characters that the comic follows is Fighter, Black Mage, Red Mage, and Thief. And it gets wild. And at some point there was they come across this old hag who has them, I think she has them go hunting for rat tails. And once they did that, she revealed that the person she was with is going to turn them into a rat tail stew. And that I don't know how to describe it. It's not something any of them wanted to learn. That's what I'll say. So the final comic, the final like actual page of the comic where someone actually drew everything, which it was amazingly done. But they had so many callbacks to all sorts of gags throughout the comic, and one of them was that rat tail soup. White Mage, uh, who's trying to order it, gets hushed by Red Mage, who's like, "You don't want that. You want the 12 nachos." So, believe me, you do not want that. All right. Ooh, no. This is adorable little rats. Get fucked. Yeah, get fucking dunked on. I'm reading the Wikipedia page and they say they dug up the Chicago rat hole. What? What do you mean the Chicago rat hole? What is the Chicago rat hole? Go. Thank you. No escaping your fate. I hate that there's just now an open rift. The Chicago rat hole, a concrete slab with the print of an entire fallen rat in it. Chicago Stonehenge? That is funny. That's a funny name. Go. Right. This is I love the fact that we're now actually in like some sort of in something that okay. Not expecting that. How fucking big are these ancients? There's an actual name for them. I keep forgetting what it was. Or not there, but there's a different thing people refer to them as, and I'm forgetting it, so I keep calling them ancients, because they're the ancient race that made all of this shit. Oh my god, look, it's little vases. What would other places Stonehenge be? What? Because that is a funny interpretation of like a funny way of saying this is their famous spot, pearls. Oh my god. They had cars? That was awesome. I like how the Ancients is a name that caught on, given it's likely the most derogatory term used for them, fiddling used by Pebbles. Is that where I've been getting it from? I've been getting it from Five Pebbles? First trades and cars. What next? Where's the ancient dirt bike? Yeah, I want to see one of those silhouettes, like, straight up zip zooming. Like, I cannot describe enough how much of a fan I was of just seeing their silhouettes moving around there. That was probably the highlight that I'm having of this campaign so far. That was. I praise them for also not legitimately showing their full designs, just walking there, and instead just having the silhouettes. Moon kindly, of course, often refers to them as her creators, while Pebbles just opts to call them ancients. That's why I like Pebbles. He doesn't sugarcoat it. They're ancient now. They've been gone for a long time. So, here's the thing. Those ancients looked fucking huge. imagine, like, how do they interact with the iterators? Like, the iterators have their little puppets so that they can interact with them, right? How do they get in there? Is the puppet televised? It brings up a lot of questions. But it was also kind of cool just seeing them be huge. It's the nicest way he could call them old dirt bags. Yeah. So while we're heading towards this first ending, can I ask what exactly I need to do for the second ending? Because like I said earlier, I read it as being just infect every possible region with the rot and then go to this specific place. But, you know. Like, is that true or not? Moderators project the iterator's puppet on the overseer. We need to call him an abomination. Sneaking into your bathroom. Oh, this place, this room. Forever ripples and threads, yet I still feel the weight pressing upon me. If I had eyes, I could close them and still trace every nook and scroll shelf. A ball, a toy, a top that spins. Like my name. Oh, what I wouldn't give to be here again, safe and warm. Thank you for coming. I couldn't have done this alone. But I fear what is next. Oh, okay. Make it. You weren't gonna make it. So you know how warping will suck in any stuff around and warp them with you? It's a lot of that. So what you're saying is that I need to get the rot sucked in and bring it to other regions. Oh. I don't know if I'd be willing to go through that, honestly. Like I'd like to see that ending as well, but honestly, I don't know if I want to subject myself to that. Gotta find rot rooms and plague rat them around. I went the wrong way, apparently. No, I'm going the correct way. Cause that on the like map thing, when I'm in a shelter, it does show that I have 2 regions filled with rot. One of them is coral caves, which was my starting region, and it was already like that apparently. And the other is the not outer expanse. Is this just the music for this area, or is this a thread theme? I think it might be a thread theme. Yeah, that sounds significantly like a thread theme. You got a Sisyphus it? I don't do it for the end, I do it because I love spreading disease. My name is John Algernon Pedron. Is that a reference to something? Get there. Okay. Quickly. Go back to reality. I'm not gonna let them do shit to me. If that is what they're able to do. How hard is it to take the rot and go infect all the other regions? Unless you count the running was invented by Thomas Running when he tried to walk twice inspiration. Ah, okay. Right, I did I did forget that those kinds of things were a thing. Oh, that's a platform. Okay. I could just land here. See you, little mouse. They're coming after me. Oh, I'm almost there. Thank God no vultures. What a beautiful little cityscape. I mean, I know it does kind of look like a little bit worn down, but still, it's lived in and it looks pretty beautiful. What the? That startled me. What iterator are we on right now? Hello.
Oh, here I am again. The bath, the pipes, the gravel, the mournful geometry. This sluice through which the departed one's essence flows is so undignified. A soup of proteins and acids. Must we be this? I traveled through that thin grate, and yet I stayed. All my mothers and fathers and creche mates who went along with me, without me. Creche mates. Do they note my absence? I've traveled from the furthest future to the very seat of her past, and I see no evidence. Only echoes and strays. Aloof, alone, afraid. Well, no longer. I will abandon this eternal waiting room. I will step through the white door. Huh? I will accept what is next. Whoa. Thank you. Wait a minute. Is this the echo theme I'm thinking of? Did he just dissolve himself? You just dissolved yourself. That is adorable,
but also, wow. I feel that. What? Lights went out. Why did the candles go out? What a haunting image. What am I doing? Huh? Oh, I have to go back to their room. I have to go back to their room. There's some pretty cool stuff in Outer Rim that happens as a result of it. There's also a couple regions that don't really get infected, so at least we have those. Seems they took what's listed as my Occam's razor approach to when the world isn't full of echoes. They could just leave whenever they wanted. Interesting. I guess. Wow, they really are like ghosts. Then those echoes, they're bound. Because if you think about it, ghosts. The common thing of ghosts is like they're bound to this plane of existence because of something like a regret or something like that. Echoes, some of them stay because they're like, man, I miss the things I had. I liked some of these things. Was this ending just us helping Spinning Top move on? Did we help them move on? Is that what I'm gathering here? Cause that's kind of what it's kind of what it feels like. Is what I'm trying to say, but I keep stumbling over my words. Is there still gonna be signs of life once we kind of go through here? Rainworld stinks. I'm leaving. Spinning Top. Yeah, but if that really is the story for this ending, I love it. We just helped an Echo actually move on. That's kind of fucking cool. And we still keep our weird ripple powers as a result. Don't know what that's about, but I'll accept it. Oh no. I have to make it back through here. Quick. That startled me. What the fuck? One more time.
He's having fun. Oh.
Alright. Ooh. In this economy? No, it needs rot to live. No more rot bites. Alright. Part of me feels like if I were to... Let me rephrase it. Part of me feels like doing the rot thing would take a while and a lot more patience. I do still want to get it, and I do still want to get it on stream, but I can at least definitively say that I beat the Watcher. I'm still a bit torn in my head because I want to see that other ending. I wanna know what it does, but at the same time, rot is kind of hard to deal with, and it'll feel like torture trying to go through all that. I feel. I don't know though. What I could do, because I also do have the Pit of 100 Trials for 1,000 Year Door. I kind of dropped some stream series off because I wanted to focus more on actually clearing my backlog of games. So like, you know, I'm not doing much of like sandbox games anymore, or like sandbox games like Minecraft or Terraria for like the backlog. The fan games and mods and stuff don't have their own stream anymore because they are not essential to clearing out that backlog. Self-imposed challenges and like other challenge ideas and stuff, I have removed that stream type because, you know, that's just gonna add a lot more work to do. But, you know, I could just on like a more not relaxing. It won't be relaxing, it's rot. But on like a standard stream that isn't part of the backlog, I could see myself coming back to this game and trying to infect every region. It will actually be on the back burner, despite not being on this stream series after that. But I do want to do that, and I do want to do it on stream. much like the Pit of 100 Trials from Thousand Year Door. Hovering all over the rot, causing unfortunate development too. Unfortunater. Developmenter. That'll turn unfortunate development into unfortunate everything. From unfortunate development into unfortunate release. But yeah, like, if I'm gonna do a stream that's not actively clearing out a game on the backlog, this and Pit of 100 Trials are at least two things that I can have planned for that so far. Hypobus hates you? I think that's kind of the plan I want to go for, which sadly means that I won't be back on Rain World for a long while. Especially since, if you've noticed what my recent streams have been like, I bum rushed through Rain World again and had a bit of a better time, honestly, mostly because I knew what I was doing. But for the actual final thoughts that I have on this campaign, like you said in the first or second stream, I don't fully remember, maybe second, you said that people complained about the slow start of this campaign, and then there were a few other things that they complained about that got fixed in later updates. I personally liked the way the beginning started out. It's a nice little thing. And then I relied heavily more on maps this time around. Especially because you had to, there's like warp points and you had to click on to see which ones. And then due to not actually knowing what's happening, you know, I kind of have to plan out on like a minute by minute basis. That's just kind of how I played this game when I first started. I fucking used a map. I don't know if some people consider that cheating, but that's just how I play. Otherwise, I would suck a lot more at this game. But for like the actual content and stuff that I've witnessed, most of it's fun. The regions that are just corrupted vanilla regions, I only went to one, and I swore never to visit another one again, because oh my god, that was awful. I spent so many attempts just trying to make it out. Things they fixed include crabs not being able to be popped by snails and just being in the way all the time. Yeah, that would be a bit of a problem. But yeah, just all of the new regions, for the most part, I've enjoyed. And while I personally didn't like being in those rot-infested regions, the idea is pretty cool. Also, just the fact that there's a lot of community maps in here. I loved it. Especially since, you know, I loved all the new music that they brought in. Those were pretty cool. Especially hearing all the more unique threat themes. Because I fucking love those. Wander's actual mechanics. I am so glad to play a regular Survivor-esque Slugcat again. But also, interesting concept adding in a new button scheme. Adding in a new button to use. I'm glad that they did that. I don't know how they would have been able to do it if they didn't add that. do it well, I should say. All the ways you can use the ripple stuff is honestly pretty enjoyable. I was I couldn't wait to get that levitation, and while it didn't work exactly as I expected, you still saw me make use of it quite a bit once I got it. Just being able to slowly move your way towards your destination is really helpful. And I could see the way they were trying to balance that out, because obviously, yeah, if you just did that all the time, that's just broken. Which they do have that limit for how long you can do it before you have to fully wait for more to come back. But also, getting up in the higher regions of the ripple, having, because I saw on the thing, on the ripple, in ripple space, ripple spawn appearance from around, and then ripple amoebas, large ripple spawn and ripple amoebas serve as threats. I read that and I was like, uh-oh. And it's like, that is a more interesting take on trying to balance out that difficulty there. I think I'm kind of neutral on it. I mean, obviously it's not good. You're being fucking pursued. But at the same time, it's not a bad implementation either. You just gotta be very careful on when you do the ripple thing, which you already kind of have to do. But you're going, oh, no results. Aww. Oh, he's so adorable. The watcher is screaming and crying at a large quantity of ripple amoeba. Yeah. I will still have to say, Rivula is still my favorite campaign. In second place, tied, is Survivor and Monk. But I can feel comfortable putting this at the very least third place in terms of favorite campaigns. Favorite / fun campaigns, because, those go hand in hand with me. Because Rivulet's my favorite because you are schmoovin' and it's fairly balanced in my opinion. Then Monk and Survivor are the basic gameplay, and you, even with some of the more cool mechanics you can get with other slugcats, you can't beat the classics. It's base. It puts the base in base game. And I can definitely see this as being third at highest. It's definitely not in the lower part of my tier list. That could change once I try to get all of that rot infected everywhere, but jokes aside. I do think the stuff I was talking about earlier is probably what I'll be doing. I will come back to this game at some point to get the other ending, but on terms for stream, or for like this, beating this game, I feel accomplished enough to say that I have cleared this off the list. Hunter watching World War III occur. Yeah. I know a lot of people say that Hunter was their favorite campaign, especially some of the more hardcore fans, especially when the game first released, because, that was the hard mode, and people loved the hard mode because it was different stuff, and you had to actually worry about how many cycles you were taking. But, even with the increased cycle count, Hunter is still not my favorite. I believe Artificer is still my least favorite, but at least the boss fight was fun. Spearmaster's second last because I feel like it's an unbalanced campaign. Good mechanics, but kind of gets screwed over partway through, to me. Saint is third to last. Because, the cold mechanic is kind of difficult to deal with. But, and also the first half of that campaign is difficult. But then once you actually get the thing that Saint is known for, it becomes a bit easier. And then once you reach the final area, it gets a lot easier. But also quite difficult at the same time. Does really get in line with out of Spearmaster's lack of stomach. Yeah, exactly. Hunter would be above Saint for, just it is base game, but it is also the hard mode of the base game, and it's a bit too hard for me. Gourmand is above Hunter for me. It is even with the more difficult things on the food quest, it is still a fun campaign. The only difficult part is maintaining your stamina, especially when you have to kill things. Like that can get a bit annoying if you're not careful. Then yeah, I'd say the launcher is like third on this tier list. Second being a tie between the first two modes of base game, and the first is Rivulet for me. The secret slug cat, it does not count. It's intentionally a troll, so I'm not putting it anywhere on the tier list. Garfield campaign, yeah. I eat pebbles. Is what I do. That's my secret, Pebbles. I'm always hungry. So yeah, I quite enjoyed that. There were some difficult moments in this campaign, sure. You saw, if you were watching that second stream, you saw how long it took for me to get out of the rot-infested garbage wastes. Man, that was hell. But getting this ending was fun. When we come back to this, at some point, to get the other ending, we'll see how much fun that is. But this was fun. Okay.
I'm gonna make a note here so that I can remember this. Paper Mario 1000-year door. The pit of 100 trials. Rain World. The Watcher. Infect every possible region. Enter outer rim. Okay. Whew, 11:29 p.m. Wow. I'm still kind of calming down after finally finishing this game again. This is such a good game. Even with all of its faults, it is still a pretty decent game. And I'm glad that it exists. Where was it I had this? Games. Did I have it here? Where the fuck did I have this? Because I had like bookmarked some of the Rain World interactive maps, but now I can't find where the hell I'd put those bookmarks. Oh. Here it is. Found it. Alright. Alright. Whew. What do I do next for the back burner? I don't know. Man. Part of me wants to start the next Pokemon game in the next game in the Pokemon series. That's like the quote unquote ultimate version. But at the same time, that it does feel a little bit too close together to have like those
so close, because this is the 12th series. This is the 12th game on the back burner, and it's technically a repeat of one of them. But Pokemon Crystal was 10th, and I haven't even finished the post game stuff for Pokemon Crystal. There's quite a few things that I need to finish up for the back burner. Anyways, I still need to do post game for Blue Rescue Team. I still have 2 official level packs for Baba's U. I have the 2 games, or the 2 other games that came out with the original Half-Life. There's the DLC for Cuphead. Like I mentioned, post game Pokemon Crystal, and then Half-Life 2 has episodes 1 and 2. So there is stuff that I can do, but man, you know what? I'll actually put the watch your own continuations here. Alright. I guess I'll figure that out next time. But at the very least, another game cleared. Huh. Oh. Where was I going? Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. I'll let you guys know what I have planned next for the back burner here. But for now, it's fucking open. How many fucking... And we're not gonna be done with this for a while. It's just that this is a good stopping point now. 21 streams. Fucking 21 streams. That's one stream less than the first one. No, never mind. Downpour, I had 34 streams. Man, yeah. It took a much shorter time this time, but it still dragged on for so long. It'd be nice to actually play something different. Anyways, you guys sleep well. I know I'm going to. Good night.